Tyranny. What are we willing to accept? Tyranny is when someone of high status or power, typically government, oppresses a people. It can be blatantly obvious through physical means such as encroaching and invasive military or systematic procedures forcing someone to do something, or subversion that slips past people's immediate ideas of what is oppressive. Change rhetoric, words, ideas, make things sound and look as not what they are. That is subversion. People don't see it coming, and then it's there. Tyranny is often in forms of subversions these days about other than physical. But if subversion doesn't work, then there are those other means. So why do people accept tyranny, even when it is shown to them, even when they have no room to deny it's happening anymore? It's usually because of the cultivation of personality that has festered much too long in their mind. Because elitists have found a way to take advantage of the cult-like principles of many religions and other cults. And the most harrowing part to it is that these elitists don't even need a face for the cults they create. One could think, nobody's telling me to do this. It's just an idea. The truth is, many people and things have told them this idea, and now they believe it for themselves as if they came up with it on their own. But that is not all. Through lies and other deceitful means, people can be brought to feel a fondness for the tyranny. By the time the ugly face of it is shown, it is as the old adage goes, only a face a mother could love. For the people fooled by it previously are more likely to stick with it because they feel like it is a part of them, like a sunken cost they must live with. Such as another saying, if you're this category, you vote for this party/group/organization, or else you're not really this category. People will feel like that's their world of which they can't step out of, that if they did, there would be nothing for them. There is, of course, usually something out there, but trying to tell that to someone who accepts the tyranny as a part of life that they don't have to live that way seldom works. They must come to that conclusion on their own, of which it might be too late by the time they do. How to prevent falling for tyranny. There is no guaranteed way to not fall for something. People get tricked every day, even if they are the smartest and brightest person in the world. But there are ways to keep vigilant of a tyrannical threat coming around. 1. Listen/read multiple sources. If multiple sources are coming up with the same exact rhetoric, the same exact talking points, seemingly as if they have a script to read, be suspicious. Often mainstream sources will communicate with each other and overlap their stories in a way that may branch off, but ultimately come together under the same conclusions. Look to alternative sources if the answers just don't sound genuine. Talk to people, not just friend groups, but coworkers and even strangers. They might have a different outlook to help disillusion the narrative, or perhaps they may spout the same thing as a mainstream outlet, but don't have a personal reason why they themselves think that way. Either way, being more informed and helping others to engage in discourse is a big defense against tyranny. Take a step back from it all. Maybe put down the phone, shut the computer off, and go touch grass. The real world can ground a person, make them think for themselves without another post or news story telling them what to think. Often the reality of the here and now is not what is going on thousands of miles away. 4. Read more than headlines. Headlines are important and catchy, but that's not always going to answer the whole story. A really shocking headline could have several paragraphs of garbage right under it that clearly show it's a false or clickbait story. It might not even be typed correctly. On the other hand, there could be valuable information beyond paragraph 3 that will help give a clearer picture of what is going on, for example. Don't just react, inspect thoroughly first. Remember, tyranny only goes as far as it is accepted and ignored. Don't pass it up, say something. Other people are looking for someone else to be the hero, so don't just sit there like them. Trouble may follow, as it usually does. But without fighting back, the next generations will not know how bad they really have it. Be ever watchful. Your uncle, Brilliant Bear.